Buying a house takes money, sometimes more than expected, sometimes less than expected. For some people, it's understandably difficult to buy a house without having some financial help. Fortunately, there's help available in the form of grants that never have to be paid back as long as you plan to stay in the house for at least 5 years. There's a grant for qualified first-time home buyers, and there's a separate grant for qualified buyers who work in healthcare, public safety, and education. Welcome to this edition of Real Estate Unlocked. I'm Melissa Spittle, the local real estate expert. In this video, you'll learn about 2 different grant programs that are available to eligible people when buying a house. These programs really do provide money that never has to be paid back. And no, there's no gimmicks, there's nothing hidden, it's not a scam. Although the available monies do run out sometimes, and buyers can't take advantage of these grants until the money gets replenished. Let's talk about it in more detail. These 2 grant programs come from something called FHLB. FHLB stands for Federal Home Loan Bank. It's actually not a single bank, but rather a system of government-backed financial institutions that support mortgage lending. These grant programs are only available from lenders who are part of this system. The first program offered is the First-Time Homebuyer Grant. It's available to first-time home buyers who buy a house in Maryland, Virginia, or Washington, D.C. It's a grant of up to $7,500 that is fully forgivable in 5 years. You can use it towards your down payment and or closing costs. As long as you live in the house for at least 5 years, you never have to pay it back. If you move in less than 5 years, though, you'll have to pay some of it back. Let's talk about eligibility. Who's eligible for this program? There's a variety of criteria. To qualify, you must not have owned a home in the past 3 years. There is an exception, though, for a single person who owned a house with a former spouse. It must be your primary residence, and you can't use this program to buy a house where you can live in one part and rent out the other. Your household income must be less than 80% of the area median income. And fortunately, it's adjusted based on the size of your family. Now, there is some counseling required, but it's done over the phone. Pretty easy, right? Buyers must contribute a minimum of $1,000 towards their home purchase, and they must have a minimum credit score of 620. If buyers have any debt, it can't be more than 50% of their income. The second program is the Community Partners Grant. It's available to both first-time home buyers and buyers who aren't buying a house for the first time. This grant is available to people who work in healthcare, law enforcement, education, fire and EMS services, and other essential services as defined by local and state governments. This grant provides up to $10,000 and is fully forgivable in 5 years. These funds can be used for down payment and or closing costs, but if you move in less than 5 years, you'll have to pay some of it back. The funds can only be used to purchase a primary residence in Maryland, Virginia, or Washington, D.C., so it can't be used to buy a house that will be used as a rental or a vacation home. There is an income limit. Household income must be less than 80% of the area median income, and fortunately, it's adjusted based on the size of your family. Now, there's some counseling required, but it's done over the phone too, which makes it very convenient. And lastly, buyers must contribute a minimum of $1,000 towards their home purchase, and they must have a minimum credit score of 620. If buyers have any debt, it can't be more than 50% of their income. I'm Melissa Spittle, the local real estate expert, where it's always about keeping it real. If you'd like to learn more about either of these 2 grant programs, text, email, or call. I promise you'll actually get a reply in a timely manner. If you'd like to learn more about buying a house in general, be sure to download the Ultimate Home Buying Guide. You'll find a link to this free guide in the description box for this video. And please, don't forget to stay up to date. The best place to do so is right here on this channel. It's so easy to do. Just subscribe to this channel and ring the bell. You'll receive notification when next week's video is published.